Welcome back to the second part of creating the front shell piece for the Airstream trailer. Working with SketchUp and using the special tools like we're going to use in this next section, we can sometimes run into some interesting situations. What I would like you to do is, you notice when we finished last time, we had highlighted all the edges along this front edge of our shape. And we're now ready to select the follow tool and click and have this shape follow the line. It may or may not follow the whole thing. Let's see what happens. So let's go up and click the follow tool. Come down, and as soon as the shape highlights, we know it's ready to go, and click the left mouse key. Okay, here we go. It says this does not appear to be a valid path. Okay, so what can happen sometimes is there might be some small piece in here somewhere that we're missing as we're highlighting. So even though we think this is a complete path, the program doesn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Shift key, and I'm going to come back, and this time I'm just going to hold the Shift key again as I highlight, and I'm just going to do the rounded section and that top piece. Okay, so I've highlighted, nope, missed this one. There we go. Okay, so I've highlighted the curve and the top piece. Now let's click the follow tool and see if it will follow that. Hey, perfect, it did it. Alright, so then what I'll do is come back and hit on the Shift key, click on here, go back and get the follow tool again, and click this space to complete the thing. And you see that way we've got it. Okay, so sometimes you have to kind of experiment around a bit to find out what combination you need to use to create your shape. So what we need to do now, our shape is inside there, we need to go and eliminate all these extra spaces or surfaces that were created. So using the select again, and you're going to use the select and the delete key, click on a line, delete, and you can see we're going to begin to open up to find the actual shell piece that we're looking for. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on this and do this. You can do the same. And it just takes a little time to go through this and click on this. I'm going to take all of these out first. And what's interesting, let's see if it works. No, not going to work. But what I can do, since this is to one side, rather than click on one of these at a time and delete them, I'm going to click and hold and create a box over here which will highlight all of those, and I can delete them all at once. Just speeds up the process a little bit. We need to get rid of that little line. Let's move around to the front. So here's quite a process of deleting away a lot of the original box and information to find the new shell shape that we've been after. Now here what I want to do is see, you can see this looks like one big curve. So the thing to do here is click on the whole thing and eliminate the curve first. If you do the line, you're going to have to do one segment at a time. I'm going to do Control Z again to bring that back up. So I'll eliminate the whole shape. And I'm then going to click on this one next, this one, and this one. Oop. And this happens too. We get the wrong thing highlighted and delete it. Now if I'm lucky, when I click on this arc, now, but the whole thing sometimes will highlight. But again, rather than going a piece at a time, if I move this around so I can come down and draw a box over the whole section, I can delete the whole section at once, which speeds up the process just a little bit. So there's the front half of our front shell. Now the other thing that happens is we get some anomalies when we're doing this. There's a line needs to go away there. Okay, you can see how this surface went up beyond the curved surface. I'm going to click on the space, and I can see that this surface is separate from this surface. So this one's good. Sometimes they're not. There's a place right here where we're going to experience that in a minute. We'll come back and show what happens when the space is not separated. So here again, we'll just click on these, use the delete key, and go about the process of just working our way back and eliminating these anomalies of overlapping spaces.